Good evening, all, and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night. And the beer we're going for tonight is a musical one. It's this one. It is Megadeth Rattlehead. And I say Megadeth. Megadeth, they're not a brewery. We know they're a music band, one of the big Fab Four of thrash metal. But yeah, this beer is brewed not by Megadeth themselves, no. At least in the UK, it's brewed by Black Sheep, who aren't a brand you traditionally associate with craft beer, but nevertheless, this is one of their crafty offerings. So we're doing it on a Saturday night. What is it? Well, it's an IPA. It weighs in at 4.5% ABV, which, again, for a crafty beer, is a little on the light side. But what does it tell you about the beer on the can? Not a lot. It just says it was personally selected by Dave Mustaine, and it's brewed for those who live loud, by Black Sheep in Masham in Yorkshire. And it says this 4.5% Gold Award winning, Gold Award winning IPA is naturally hazy with tropical fruit flavours and citrus hop aromas. It says so right there on the can. I like the artwork, it's kind of cool. Megadeth logo has always been cool, and that is on the front of the can right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to get it out into a glass and see what we think naturally so. I picked this one up in Tesco's on their 4 for 3, I think it was. Or was it 4 for whatever the price was? Can't remember how much I paid for it. Anyway, we're going to pour into my Teku glass, and the pour is lively. That's for sure. Very lively. Okay. If any of you have ever watched a particular film known as The Fifth Element, you'll remember the cigarette that Bruce Willis smoked. This is the beer equivalent thereof. You've got mostly head, with a little bit of the good stuff at the bottom. And yeah, it's a hazy orange-coloured beer with nearly, well, it was 3 fingers when it was poured, of white head. Rolls pretty good in the glass, implies a reasonable body. Either that or just the weight of the head is compressing it and stopping it from rolling, but it appears good. Anyway, let's have a whiff. Oh, okay. Not the kind of aroma you expect from a beer brewed in Masham. You're expecting Twiggy Brown, if I'm honest, if it's a Masham-based beer. But this one is tropical. It is. It's all about the mango with hints of pineapple and some citrus and other stone fruits in the background. It's a bit peachy. It smells sweet, fruity and tropical. Like I say, complete opposite of what you expect from Masham. So it looks all right, apart from the monstrous head. It smells rather nice. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Body is lighter than, it's just lighter than light to medium. Carbonation is understandably fairly prominent. It's quite dry. It is quite dry. And whilst the nose is really sweet tropical, this is a little more bitter on the flavour. It's all the same sort of flavours, just more bitter. I think underripe fruit. Think underripe mango, stone fruits like the peaches, not nectarines. It's in there. It's more stone fruit. I would not be surprised if there's a ton of mosaic in this. It's bitter. It's slightly pithy. And overall, I quite like it. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that at all. The finish is bitter and, like I say, quite drying in the mouth. And reasonably long lasting. It's not bad. That is not bad at all. So, Scoreboard of Joy time. We're going to do that now. And I've put it on here. Black Sheep, aka Megadeth Beer Co. Rattlehead. It's currently empty. Let's give it some points with the red pen of judgment, as always. And we'll revisit the pour to some degree because it is quite lively. So that's your beer in a glass. It is nicely hazy. There we go. That'll do. Nicely hazy, orange colour, decent tight white head on it. Looks good. I can't really fault that for a budget craft IPA that's brewed by a trad beer company. I'm going to give it the 0.9. The reason I'm giving it 0.9, not the 0.1 or the 1, is because it could just be a little hazier. Anyway, the aroma is really nice. Like I say, prominent tropical fruits on the nose. Mango, little bit of soft citrus, nectarine, subtle suggestion of pineapple. The only criticism there, I would say, it could be a stronger aroma. But otherwise, what is there is very nice. And there I'm going to go 0.8. The body is the weakest part of the beer for me. It's lighter than light to medium. It's a little too thin. For my particular preference, I would like to up it at least 50%. Because even though at 4.5, you can brew it with oats, you can do something, a little bit of lactose even, to give it that extra bit of body. So that one, I'm going to go smack bang down the middle on the 0.5. The flavour, though, I like that. It's more bitter than the nose suggests. You've got underripe mango, you've got underripe nectarine, you've got that hints of pithy, kind of almost grapefruit. Like I said, I would not be surprised if that's brewed in mosaic. Doesn't give you any clue on the can what it is, but I like it. I like it as much as I like the looks. I'm going to give it the 0.9. And the finish on an IPA, I like them bitter, hoppy, and long. It is bitter. It is reasonably long, and it is undoubtedly hoppy. I cannot really fault the finish. And for me, that is the strongest point of the beer, so I'm going to give it the full point. Which means we've got what we got here. We've got to take away 1, 2, 4.9. So we've got 4.1 out of 5, which is better than I was expecting by quite some way. I'm going to be brutally honest. I did not expect it to be this good. I expected it to be all right, but not as good as that. Anyway, bonus point time. Would I buy it again? I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say maybe. So I'll put a question mark on that one. I would like to try it up against Trooper IPA, which is another musical beer that is brewed by a traditional brewery, but it is a more traditional beer. Just to kind of compare them, just for fun, just for the lols, as the kids would say. Value for money. Well, I got this one as either my free one or a much cheaper option, because you get a discounted price. I forget what the deal was at Tesco's. I'm going to say, yeah, go on. I'm going to give it a value for money. It's a tasty beer, let down a little bit by the lack of body. But it can't have the full bonus because it didn't get a full 5 out of 5. So this beer got 4.1 out of 5 with 1 bonus for good measure. Now, I'm going to resist the temptation to do some Megadeth track-based puns at this point because, well, there's plenty I could make, but I'd inevitably cock them up as I try to deliver them. So all I'm going to do instead is enjoy the rest of this beer and get this video uploaded for your viewing pleasure by starting off and saying, it's been the beer, I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.